There's his flash. Like, we're literally looking straight at him, and he flashes us, and we still didn't use pulse bomb. Now we pulse bomb, rewind.
I recalled right into it.
Every voice matters, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we're going to take a look at Tracer using a very appropriate skin. I think you'll agree. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the channel. I am Stylosa, and I have started this video off a little bit aggressive, but what I'm going to say to you guys right now is I know Blizzard, anybody who's associated with Blizzard, that is, if you're a content creator, even if you're a player of the games, there's a lot of bad stuff going on right now, but we play the games. Like, I am just a guy that makes videos on Overwatch, basically. That's all I do. I enjoy the game. I'm not associated with business decisions at Blizzard. I don't have any impact on that. Like, it's just the devs are basically in the same situation. They don't have impact. Those type of terrible decisions that were made at Blizzard and the recent absolutely joke of a statement which came out, which doesn't really clear anything up with that situation. I love this game. I know the developers love this game, and I'm not trying to defend the devs because I know people will be like, oh my god, Sty, what the hell is this? You're defending the devs. They've made terrible balance patches, whatever. Even if they have, right, they still pour everything into making Overwatch. I pour everything into this game. You guys out there watching this video, you're fans of Overwatch. That doesn't mean you're a bad person, right? You can't, like, I mean, I guess, I don't want to sound cliche, but it comes back to the whole thing of you take part in society, right? So you want to change society for the better. You don't just leave and go, I'm just not going to do any of this anymore. Because the last few days for me have been absolutely terrible. I've been getting a massive amount of comments off people, you know, are you going to boycott Blizzard? Are you going to do this and that? And I'm like, to me, that isn't actually the answer to this. Now, I know there's guys out there watching this going, well, Sty, what are you talking about? Like, you make money off this game, and I do, right? This is literally my job. Look at me. I've got all this Overwatch stuff, whatever. I make videos on Overwatch, and I get money not from Blizzard, but I get it from Google. And you can say Google are just as bad as Blizzard. In fact, they're way worse when you start drilling down into it. So, but the thing is, we're here now. We're taking part, and we're trying to change things for the better. Even if you look at the community's reaction after the whole Blitzchung situation, which was terrible, a ridiculous overreaction, and I think we know why they did that. Now they've come out with a statement, and oh yeah, we'll reduce the ban, you know, a little, we'll give him his prize money back. It still doesn't address the core problem, but that shows you that because of that outrage, changes have been made. It might not be the changes that we want, but it is moving a little bit slowly towards it, and that's what this is all about, guys. So if you do have favorite Overwatch YouTubers, favorite Overwatch streamers, and you're going out there and you're just hitting them with everything, this is a bad time for us. This is a really bad time. And I'm not saying you should feel sympathetic for us and whatever. What I'm saying is, right, we enjoy this game, and we're in this weird situation where the game is part of Blizzard, and Blizzard have made a ridiculously bad decision. And they've made a lot of really bad decisions recently, and it just seems to be getting worse. And I don't want to see a situation where, you know, I've already had discussions with people who are going to be at BlizzCon, and they are worried about what's going to happen to them at BlizzCon. That is like, I want to go to BlizzCon because I'm there for my World Cup team, because I've got players there who have given their lives to become professional players at Overwatch. And it's always been a thing for me to watch these players develop over time and watch them, you know, push forward. If you guys don't know, I was heavily involved, well, I still am, with the British Hurricane, which I was one of the people who at the start said we should put this team together and we should try and develop talent. Now, British Hurricane, the contenders team, they've done amazingly well. They've developed a lot of players that have gone forward to Overwatch League, and these players, you know, it's a dream come true. So to give them that framework is awesome. So for me, the Overwatch World Cup is just an extension of that. I have been involved in it every single year since it's launched. Look at the UK team now. We've got a load of Overwatch League players. Look at last year. We had Fusions, who was not in Overwatch League, but played amazing in the World Cup and got through to the Overwatch League. So you can see it's a very complicated situation for me. And there is no right or wrong answer I can give you. You know, I can say things like, obviously, I support the Hong Kong protesters. Obviously, you know, I'm all for democracy and free speech. Anything that curtails that is terrible. But me not making videos on Overwatch, me just going, stuff you Blizzard, that is not the answer to this situation. And I've just realized that I have not actually used full webcam for this. So I've been in a little camera. I apologize for that, but I just, like, you guys can probably tell this is not a prepared statement or anything. I'm just giving it you guys straight. I've always given it you guys straight, and that's what I'm going to carry on doing. Let's get stuck into OverAnalyzed. Right, let's stick my headset on. Let's do this. Okay, so the email that I have been sent, it says, "Hi, Stylosa." Let's just play this. Hi, I can't hear any sound.
Hey there, anybody?
That's not coming through my speakers. That is. Let me fix that. Sound settings. There we go. Hang on.
Let's get a mic.
Okay, that took me much longer to fix than I thought it would have. It was a good job I looked at that, though, because I would have recorded and overanalyzed without any gameplay sound, which would have been terrible. All right, then. So we're taking a look at Tracer. This is a... well, let's read the email. I don't think I've read the email, but it's literally been half an hour of me trying to fix the audio. I am that stupid. Okay, so, hi, Solo. So this is my 5th attempt at trying to get a clip for this. The first time I tried to do this, I didn't have enough storage to record. Oh dear, rip. After that, 2 games in a row, my team steamrolled the enemy, and the third, half of the enemy team quit. So this is good, right? Never, ever, ever, I always say this, never, ever, ever send me in the greatest game ever. Like, I mean, look at me, right? What the hell is going on here? We'll get onto this in a second. But, like, look at me. Whatever level I play the game at. You could say, well, why am I not in top 500 constantly? Because I had this game with 50 eliminations on Moira. Well, I mean, for a start, it's easy to get 50 eliminations. But you get these one-off games, right? You could be in silver and get 80 eliminations and go, I'm the best, I'm a god. But then you're terrible at all the other games, right? So never send in your best clips to this because it's just redundant. So let's get stuck into this.
Arisa, we might want to group up a bit back. Like,
I feel like
back
I'm going to
here
choke.
on top of there.
No, okay. Let me just address this because this actually isn't. There's Arisa, so she's probably going to hold here. That actually isn't a bad idea, right? Holding here is kind of okay. Like behind my camera or in this building, you guys can see it there. You can hold in there. If you've got like a bastion, you might have even seen pro teams do this. They will sit in the building entrance with a bastion. They will come out, touch the payload with their toe, like a Siggy toe, little Siggy toe, and the payload won't move. The enemy has to flush you out, and it can be quite hard to do that. Obviously, we don't have a Bastion, we don't have a Batiste, we don't have a Moira or anything like that to keep that kind of thing going. But holding this far forward isn't actually that bad, right? Obviously, the enemy team are going to come out of their spawn and probably kill us, which isn't great. But it isn't a total lost cause. The hold position you pointed out behind is kind of like the standard hold, which you'll see most people.
We don't want them to be able to bum rush you guys.
No, we really don't want that. So yeah, what you're looking to do with Tracer is just flank as much as you can and isolate their supports. Oh god, this is going to go bad for me. I should probably get a drink. I'm going to get a drink. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with a drink, so at least I won't just cough and choke to death. Yeah, what was I saying? Tracer, flanking, looking for the right targets. This is what we got to do, right? We always go.
Nice. Winston, Zarya, Brigitte behind.
You know, and talking about every voice matters, I've got a feeling that this is kind of skewing the message because you guys know what the message is with that, especially with Blizzard. It's one of the core company values. Every voice matters, think globally and all the rest of them. But here, I guess we can use the phrase to be like, well, maybe you're talking a little bit too much. So maybe we should actually pull a Blizzard and ban you in some respects because it feels like you're about to go into like a Let's Play style commentary. And you guys have probably seen this and overanalyzed in the past where this kind of does get on my nerves a little bit, like over-communicating, and you generally do see it more on NA games that are sent in, just because in Europe, nobody really, well, there's only one country that speaks English as its first language, really, isn't there? There might be some other countries as well, but when somebody who's not a native speaker of English speaks English, sometimes it can be quite direct, and that can often lead to some toxicity problems and stuff. So Europe is generally quite matter of fact, I will say that. It's not as warm as NA, a lot of conversation at NA. Anyway, let's see what you do. So I can see they've got a Zen.
Much better.
They've also got a Winston, which is a bit weird. They've got a Brig. So right now, I'm doing this. I'm like, oh, yeah, this is the best. And do you know why? Because those two supports, we can absolutely farm the crap out of them with Tracer. If they stay on those heroes all of the game, it is the reason why you're maybe about to have a really good game. Of course, I don't know what your game's going to be because I don't watch OverAnalyzed before I record them, so I've got no idea. But if they do not change those supports, they are throwing the match because you on Tracer can literally burn them down every single engagement. You annihilate Brig, you can just blast through a barrier, then kill her. Zen, obviously, well, you've always been good against Zen. Okay, so we've got Pulse Bomb available.
I have ult soon.
Watch out, they switched to a Tracer.
And we've lost. Okay. Okay, cool.
Flanks.
So basically, I hope what you get. Right, okay, so we're going to pause this because this is what I expect you to do. I expect you to just go in there, throw your Pulse Bomb just like you can't handle it onto anything, and it's going to land onto Hog, right? And Hog's going to be like, oh, well, thanks for the Pulse Bomb. And then he's just going to get on his old huffer. Yeah, and then he'll just give himself some ultimate charge. That's not great. So I hope you don't do that. Instead, take a moment. This is sage advice for Tracer players and anybody really playing Overwatch. Take a moment. Don't just be like, react. Think about what's happening, right? I want to pulse bomb this Junkrat, or I was going to say the Zen. That's not Zen. That is actually Zarya, or the Zen, right? So I don't know where the Zen is, but hey, if I take my time, I might find him. So let's see. Do you take your time? Oh, hey.
I got their Zen.
Good kill.
I'm not sure if that was intentional, because that was about to hit Hog, and then Zen went through Hog. I'll take it, though. Killing the Zen and telling your team you've killed the Zen. Good comms. Great fight. Now we just go and we just kill the enemy.
Yep, Tracer.
Cool, whatever. Talking of voice comms, because I think it's going to be a big point of this video, you have to think about what's critical to communicate to your team. If you notice somebody... This is also a really nice moment. If you notice somebody flanking, straight up just say, look, somebody's flanking, right? Tracer's on the left, whatever. That's a standard call. But the calls I want you to make are things like tracking enemy ultimate usage, tracking if an enemy uses an ultimate. So if this is Zen, if we stop burning him down and he uses Transcendence, tell the team. It's obvious he's used it, right? But tell the team, because that's just as good as killing him, really. It's likely that even if he does have it, I mean, maybe he's got it. I'd say maybe he's got it, but like our team are dying, so he might just die. But then maybe that's me being more of like me and what I do, and not just some crazy who's just going to use trance to keep themselves alive. He might not even have trance. Anyway, that's redundant. But the thing with Tracer is, like, let's just bloody play it. Let's play it. Let's see what happens.
I baited his ult. I got him to use his ult.
Okay,
for
cool.
No reason.
Shit. All right, I have.
Right, now we just need to get out and die. I mean, I guess the point I was making was effective communication. So the other thing we need to look out for is when certain heroes use abilities. So the enemy Tracer, if she uses recall, say she's used recall. Now, if you're not playing the Tracer, imagine if you were playing another hero, let's say the Orisa, but you call out, Tracer's used recall. You on the Tracer then know I can engage hard on the enemy Tracer because she does not have recall, so she can't get out. Those are the things we need to call. Things like Hog Hook. If you see the hook, call the hook. If you see Batista Immortality Field, call it out. Zarya Bubble, call it out. Here, though, we need to disengage.
All right, we lost this fight. Everyone just get out. Everyone just get out. Yeah, we made them use a lot of their ults.
I don't think we need to die there. I don't think we need to kill ourselves there. So we're using ults here. Sound barrier, Hog.
Oh, God.
We get the trance.
I
baited
his ult. I got him to use his ult.
But look at the kill feed. 3 of our team are dead. This is completely disengaged. Here, this re-engaging here, I'd literally just slap my monitor. That's probably not good for the monitor. That's not the play, right? We should be looking to get out of here. Just literally get out. Just get out, right? We're Tracer. We can blink. Just go.
Shit.
So this little bit here where we this is the killer move. We wasted too much time trying to re-engage them there, which we couldn't. We then blink to the side to get out. We panic because we've taken damage. But actually, we've got 68 hit points. So we're like half health. It's still okay. But we immediately hit recall. A lot of Tracer players do this. Now, what do we do? Well, we're screwed, right? We can't get out of this.
Everyone just get out. Everyone just get out.
But is this the right thing to do? It is not the right thing to do. So we've made one mistake, and then we go and make another mistake. But the underlying philosophy of the mistake is good. Get out. That was the plan. Why do you always hear people shout, die on the payload? Why do pros die on the payload? If you're the last one left, the best thing you can do here is not run away and let the payload move, because the payload's moving while you're doing this, and just kill yourself, which is what you're about to do. Instead, you should die on the payload, because this is good, because it stops the payload moving. And even though you're way out of position, you're out of spawn sync with your team, and you're going to trickle back, it's the most value thing we can do. And that is exactly what this is all about, Overwatch. Looking for the highest value action all of the time. The best players can make these decisions rapidly in a match. So
yeah, we made them use a lot of their ults.
This was okay, but it wasn't.
Yeah, that's just dumb.
The optimal
Good
play.
play, Tracer.
Okay.
Orisa,
so
can you pull for ult?
And she's back.
Just make sure that you guys just don't let them just walk.
No, we're not.
Yeah, make sure. Just jump down if you need to.
Okay. After I've been to the toilet for number 2, are you going to tell me to wipe my bum bum? Because I think it's quite obvious that if the payload's getting close, I'll jump down. This is overcoming, right? It's too much stuff. But the thing is, it can help with team morale sometimes, and your team seem receptive to it. Actually seem like a really cool team. I wish every Overwatch team was like this.
She's
All right, let's
low.
go. What are we going to do to Zarya? So she's bubble. We didn't charge a bubble. We should kill her.
Oh, she got me. She is literally one tap.
What do I do? What do I do? Like, what year is
Down.
it? Yeah.
Watch out for flank by Tracer. She's
Okay,
going in
that's
for
unlucky.
Mercy, I think.
That's unlucky.
Alright, I might swap.
I mean, that's unlucky. Let's just have a look at the team comments. But that's unlucky because you could have killed the Zarya and then pulse bombed one of their team, and that could have actually turned that fight as the rest of your team come down to engage. But she killed us. And sometimes that'll happen. It's like dying to a Hanzo, right? It's like, oh, or Zen kills you with his, like, I don't know, cheesy, charged up alternate shot. Anyway, look at the enemy team here. This team is actually pretty bad. So it doesn't have a main tank, which is a massive problem. So they can't protect their team. Our tank line completely beats their tank line. So we just win off this hero selection straight away. The big one, though, is you. Your Tracer, oh, and also Doomfist. Doomfist is really good here as well. But Doomfist is OP, let's be honest, so he's good everywhere. And the nerf to Doomfist on the PTR, I don't think it changes much, really, so we'll still see a lot of Doomfist. But Tracer, the buff to Tracer, is one of the reasons why we're doing this overanalyzed. She obviously isn't buffed in this clip, but she will be. I guess just to illustrate this, maybe I can find a bit of space down here. So imagine if this is a Zen, and you're the Tracer. Well, on live, you need to be here to get maximum damage, but they've increased the range before you get damage fall off. So actually on PTR you're here, so this distance is what it used to be, but actually now it's this distance. Now this is just an approximation, and remember, this isn't live yet. We'll probably go live next Tuesday when we're expecting Nintendo Switch version of Overwatch and Drunkenstein's Revenge and the Halloween event to go live. So yeah, this is why we're looking at Tracer, because I think she's probably going to come back into the game a bit. Winston's been buffed as well, so maybe we see a bit more dive, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, looking at the enemy team, this here is actually a troll throwing, like, support core. The reason why it is you are Tracer, you counter these two. You can just kill these two. Used to be, Brig could destroy the Tracer, but not anymore. You will annihilate these two. If these do not swap, we're basically getting a 2-for-1 trade every single fight. Our tank line is beating their tank line. They need to get a main tank. They need an Orisa or a Reinhardt. If they don't have that, they're screwed, right? Their DPS, whatever, they can do what they like. So that's what's going on here. So don't be fooled and thinking like I'm actually playing out of my mind and I'm having a great game. You are playing well. You're showing me you've got quite a good Overwatch brain.
You got the 3 up there. You might want to back up. You guys don't have any DPS. Fall back. You guys don't have any DPSs. Mercy?
Alright, don't.
Nice, same for Mercy. Okay, so now what do we do? What do we do? We've just told our team to fall back. We should heed that advice and just get the hell out. We run away now. We just tow Mercy back to the spawn. We can't fight them here. Their whole team's pushing forward. Okay, and Lucio's with us now. Oh, no. That is unlucky. That is unlucky. We just go. We just leave. We leave. Why did we go back in? Like, we're going back in and just feeding our brains out. We may as well have come back. Because think now, we'd be here with the team. We wouldn't be dead. Then we could re-engage. So, one thing I will say, though, I do like when players are overly aggressive, because you can learn to be less aggressive over time.
Tracer
it's
right side.
Way more difficult. Nice kill.
She's dead.
To be less aggressive, then try and learn to be more aggressive. Pull spot. Let's just see what you did with that pull spot.
Tracer right side.
Okay, so we get an entry kill here. So we're in, we've got the kill. We want to get in now and disrupt the payload and pulse bomb someone. So you are thinking right here, it's like, yeah, I'm going to go in. There's Zen. Ah, that's just unlucky. Okay, but Hog's got him with whole Hog, so we should be able to cap this. Get on the Brig, think about the targets you're going to be on. Yeah,
nice, yep.
Brig's dead, nice. Okay, going to the back line, kill it. They're beautiful,
Jumps
beautiful,
down.
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Because I was expecting you to sit there and just shoot Hog. No, beautiful. You went in and got the value.
I traded with Zarya.
It doesn't matter.
Right,
You trade. The value there on the trade was massive.
you.
Was massive. Yeah, we
Make
get
sure
the
you
res
don't
as well,
die for it,
but
though.
it was massive. But let's play a
Let's
game.
get a hold here. Zen's up top.
Let's play a game. What ultimates have they got available?
All right, yeah.
What is that Brig doing? Right, okay. This Brig is honestly, I don't know what this Brig is doing, right? She's way too far forward, but we've identified that she's there. Maybe there's somebody there as well. I'm not sure. There's like a little red thing. We can just go hard on her. Just go hard on her. Just go hard on the Brig. Just kill her. Just kill the Brig. Go,
down.
show me. Oh, there's the trace. I thought there was something else in there. So Brig's barrier's almost gone. We go hard. McCree's in with us. We rewind out. Then we leave McCree to die. What the hell is that?
Make sure you don't die for it, though.
Why did you let him die?
Alright, yeah, let's get a hold here.
Think about
Zen's
just
up
taking
top.
a moment to think, right? You are just like, oh, I need to rewind. I'm going to get
Alright,
killed.
yeah, Brig jumped
Look
down.
at our health. Watch our health. So we go into here with 75% health. We blinked around in there and then just rewound out. Now, okay, maybe we were disorientated. We need to get our sort of bearings back. We got them back now. So now we just go back in, right?
Oh shit.
Run away. We could have gone back in there and we could have probably killed the Brig. I mean, okay, yeah, Hog and whatever was coming from the high ground. We might have been able to save the McCree there, or at least get kills on the enemy team. Okay, so now we've lost 2 members of our team, which isn't great, but we're in the back line, right? Now, we're going to have to just absolutely pop off here to save this, but it is a doable thing. Tracer, a very pop-offable character. So you've almost got Pulse Bomb. So think about the plan here, right? These are the 2 primary targets. The Zen, or can you see the Zen? Yeah, you can. Like, sometimes I forget where my webcam is. Or the Brig. We pick one of these and we kill them. We do not kill this. We don't care about that. We kill... I mean, I kill the Brig, to be honest. Zen, whatever. I just kill... They're both as juicy, these targets are. You kill one, though. You get your Pulse Bomb, and you throw your Pulse Bomb into the enemy team. Let's see what you do. No. We don't want to fire it.
Careful.
Watch out, Riptire.
Good call on the Riptire. Okay.
Alright,
Alright, fall back.
We should kill this Brig.
I got Tracer.
Also, as well, don't... Like, when you're firing through and you're reloading, right, you'll watch a lot of really high-level Tracer players. As they dive into someone, they're firing at them to kill them. When they're reloading, they'll melee, right? Don't be afraid of meleeing. You could have meleeed that Brig. You could have blinked up to her and meleeed her and killed her because she literally had, like, 10 health or something, but she was sitting there with a barrier. You could have blinked through and killed her quicker, and then we could have focused on whatever the next target needs to be, which might have been contesting the payload. But there's 3 on the payload. There's no way we contest this. We basically get out now or we die. We can't really get out this way, but we can try. Or we just stay. This is the other play as well. We just stay in the background. We know where they've got to push the payload, right? Do we need to just rush straight in and die? Well, that's a great kill.
Let's not hold them right on this choke. I'm gonna... he died. I was gonna float. Alright, I'm gonna switch because they don't have any hit scan. I'm gonna switch to Pharah.
I mean, Tracer was fine still. Because remember, they haven't swapped their support still. But the fact they've got no supports, no hit scan, is like, whatever. Like, don't just swap your hero if you're being effective on the hero that you're on. Ooh, McCree goes big. Because, like, why? You know, you're winning. It's like, why would you change your formation in sport? If you were winning, it's like, whatever, just keep going.
Now? I might have to switch off.
Don't worry about Hanzo. Hanzo just, like, lucky if he kills you. So this swap's kind of okay. I mean, I hope that you...
Hanzo up top, I need
It does say you play Tracer in the video, so I hope this isn't, like, a permanent swap.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so there's some enemy swaps here. So they've now got an Ashe. This is obviously to try and counter the Pharah. You see this a lot, like knee-jerk reactions. The enemy team are probably like, we need to get a hit scan straight away as we're just going to die, which isn't always the case. I've got to be honest. But anyway, you know, like Zen could have like got a cheeky kill on Pharah. Maybe would have been a bit of an outside shot, but whatever. So whatever. They've changed to that. That's cool. Hanzo. I mean, Hanzo's just Hanzo, innit? He could kill anybody instantly. He's just annoying as hell. But still, they don't have a main tank. So this enemy team is... Oh, yeah, it's a Hog, guys, by the way. I'm hiding it. But they don't have a main tank. So they've got a Hog and a Zarya. They literally... Like, we are just beating them with the tank selection. Our DPS was destroying their backline, but we have swapped. We should just go back to Tracer. Let's see what you do.
Yeah, they literally switched to 2 hit scans. I'm going to switch back to Tracer.
There's only 1 hit scan there. Hanzo is projectile hero.
Hog flanking, he's one.
My neck beard. Hog's flanking is 1.
Wow.
Okay, blink through them. Blink. Yes.
Breaks down.
Yes. Never take a fight on the front line with Tracer. Blink through them and kill them. I like it. Right, so I wanted to talk about ultimates. Now, you know, I can see Hog using his whole Hog, but that's what I was going to say. There's the whole Hog. There's a Graviton Surge somewhere as well. I've not seen it all match from the Zarya. There's probably Transcendence from Zen as well. And Rally from Brig. Not seen that. So they've got these ultimates. What are they doing with them? We know that's where, like, so maybe now he could trance. So this is a good time to push him because we already know he's tranced earlier on in the game to save himself. He might do it again, or he might not have trance. Again, it's good target selection though. Yeah, and you
Zen's
stay
down.
That is just huge. Yeah, we can push her. We can blink through her, play with her. Oh, there's an Ashe. We can go on the Ashe. We can go on the Ashe as well. Okay, we've gone for the health. That's a safe play. Right. Probably shouldn't drink Coke and then try and do OverAnalyzed because it's gassing me the hell up. Okay, so good news here is we've nearly got a pulse bomb, but we can see the Hanzo and we know there's an Ashe in there. So what are we going to do? My advice is just go absolutely deep. Just go in. Just be crazed, right? We're already winning this fight. We're a player up in this fight. We're just going to go in. All I'm going to do is I'm just going up here, right? And I'm just going to kill him. I'm going to kill this guy or Ashe or whatever. Maybe Ashe is here. I kill her. Then I throw my pulse bomb at the other one. And then I just get out. I'm going big. I'm making plays. And that's what Trace is about. Because even if we get killed instantly, it's like, okay, whatever. I can maybe learn from that and maybe not be as mentally aggressive. But I would always be super aggressive here right now. I mean, he's literally won. Is there a brig behind us? I'm trying to listen for it. Yeah, I can hear brig. So brig. How do we not die here? Wow.
Hanzo and Ashe are up top.
Wow. Right, kill the Hanzo. Yes. Bomb. Pulse bomb. Pulse bomber. Pulse bomb. Pulse bomb. Pulse bomb. Pulse bomb. Or just kill her. Now just kill her. Okay, cool.
Ashe
Kill herself.
killed herself.
Well, you killed her. You killed her. Come on. Good. Still, I would have made... Okay, now they've got a Reinhardt. They've finally realised we actually need a tank to win the game. So maybe they're going to change their supports and we could be like, oh no.
From up top again.
Anyway, we can pulse bomb, can't we, this? It's beautiful. There's Zen. Is Zen transcending? We caught him as he was like mid-air before he did the transcend. Weird. Anyway, Zen's transcending, which is a bit weird because we just killed their brig. So... don't do that. Also, I don't know why he's using Transcendence. Like, I guess using it to engage, a bit weird. But they've got a Reinhardt now. This means they've got a tank, so we've got to kind of be a little bit worried because they might be able to push forward. But still, we can blink through him and we can do all kinds of mad stuff to him. We can pulse bomb him, but we don't want to pulse bomb his barrier. You want to pulse bomb the Reinhardt. Normally, you want to blink through the Reinhardt, attach it to his back. What the good Reinhardt player will do is flip around with his barrier. So if it goes onto his barrier, he can then undeploy his barrier. And as he does that, the bomb will drop to the floor, then bring his barrier back up and just absorb it, instead of it being stuck to his barrier and him sort of spinning around and it blowing up on his own team. That's what good Reinhardt players will do. However, let's see what happens here. So Zen...
Yeah, there was
it's
no
Transcendence.
They didn't have anybody.
Trank. Okay, pulse bomb. This is what I want to see. Give me that pulse bomb. Unlucky. Actually not unlucky.
Reaper or
that's
Ryan
still okay.
1 hit.
That's still okay. We got ultimates. We're investing.
Ryan 1 hit.
Okay, so now think about what the enemy team have got. They've still got this grab. I have not seen this grab. Where is this grab?
I'm gonna stay right here in high noon.
So I'd be telling my team, guys, I think they've got grab. Watch out for grab. Nice, helping Mercy. See, you are aware of what's going on, and this is what I really like.
Move.
Where's that Reinhardt? Just did a charge.
In the back.
In the back! In the back!
Yep.
What? Why is he there? What is he doing?
Ryan's in the back. Watch out for an Earth.
No, there's no way he's got Earth Shatter, right? They've literally just changed him and they've had one fight and he's done nothing in the fight. He can't have Earth Shatter. So this, again, I'm doing this. Like, literally this game, I'm licking my lips. Everything is the best because they've got two supports I can farm and the Reinhardt has just got no brain. So now we just kill him. We've got to be careful, though, because we don't want to get smacked yet. So he smacked us about. We've rewound. It's fine. Now we just blink through him, and we just pick him down from range. It doesn't even matter if he's bringing his barrier up, trying to... Whatever. Just keep firing at him. He is dead. He is so far out of position, he is dead. He now cannot contribute to the fight. So we win. There's the grab.
I got fair.
There's the charge, which we just blink around.
Oh, Ryan got me with his charge.
That was like a Joker style laugh.
Heal me.
Any of you guys watch Joker?
Run.
What the hell?
They're all one.
I could have literally made a cup of tea. Look, like making the tea like, Oh, there's the charge. Oh, there he is.
Oh, Ryan got me with his charge.
Sorry, one. Heal me.
We could have had a tea party or something. We could have watched the Joker by the time he got to us. We shouldn't have died there. You know you shouldn't have died there.
They're all one.
But, I mean, up until this point, you've been pretty good, right?
Brig one.
I think you understand Overwatch, which is huge. And I know this is it's PlayStation footage. I can see a triangle. So, when we talk about gold, because this is gold SR.
Oh, he's.
That's okay. Whatever. We take that. If he wants to earth shatter us, whatever.
Let's make sure they don't get all the way.
It might be more akin to like platinum on PC because there's more players on PC.
All the way.
I think.
Thank you, Mercy.
But anyway, rank doesn't matter anyway, so who cares? Like you're playing really well.
Nice.
They did that actually. I think that actually was a C9. Yeah, the payload's moving.
Try and make sure they don't get all the way.
Thank you, Mercy.
I still have use for you.
That was actually a
good shit,
C9.
they C9.
Nice.
I certify that C9. Well, yeah, a C9 technically is you destroy the entire enemy team and then leave the point. That there was still your enemy team, like the enemy team was still there. So it wasn't like a pure C9, but it was C9 enough. Anyway, let's go forward and see what happens. So, still sticking with the Tracer. Good, good, good. I like it. Okay, let's see what we do. So, why is there a Brig there? We just kill the Brig. Kill the Brig.
Brig's right side.
What is that Brig doing?
All right, she's down.
What were you doing, Brig? Okay, now we just want all we want to do is flank here, which you're doing. You're going around the side. We can get onto the high ground. We can do some jazzy maneuvers. We can see what's going on. I mean, I guess this again is like. I mean, I know I've already drawn this on the screen, but I guess it kind of, it still makes sense. So this sort of distance on the PTR, now it's not exact, but we can fire at this guy and we'll probably get a shed load more damage than we would on live. Now, PTR is down and offline. Like I said, this will be actually on the live service probably Tuesday next week. Our effective range is increased before we get damage fall off. This means Tracer can take longer range engagement. It's only by a few meters, but it actually opens up a lot of different possibilities for Tracer. Whereas in the past, you'd have to be a lot more aggressive to get closer. Now you don't. So just again, to visualize that, if you've got let's say the Hanzo is here and you're the Tracer and you're there, this is your effective distance on live currently. But on PTR, it's a little bit longer. It's not double. I know this is kind of showing double the distance. It's not. And I've kind of drew it underneath myself again. But you guys get what I'm saying, right? You've got a longer effective range. So, yeah, you can be really good. Anyway, let's see what you do with Hanzo. So, we've been hit by him. We've blinked through him. We've rewound. I should kill him now.
Help me with Zarya. Help
Totally
me,
outplayed him. I
behind.
love it.
She's one. Zarya one behind.
Sigma's half. Sigma, yep. Right,
so the only thing we've got to worry about with Siggy is he's really good against flankers. So if he bounces balls off us, we're screwed. But his suck is what we need to look for. Like, we don't want to charge suck, but we also don't want to throw a pulse bomb into it.
Got Brig.
Yeah, I mean, your target priority is great. I love it. Yeah, you're playing well. Now, though, think about what we need to do, right?
Tracer,
we need to go forward.
Off, my guy.
Right, think.
Thanks.
Oh, and praise your team. If you got teammates that are playing well, praise them, man. Everybody loves to be praised. So, we've got a decision to make here, haven't we? We got pulse bomb. So this means when the enemy engage on us, we can pulse bomb one of them. Now, where would be a really funky place to stand? I really like standing by the door. Not this toilet door, but actually by the main Junkertown door in the little sort of recess. They won't see you. So as they come through the door here, they won't know you're there. You can just pop in, throw a pulse bomb. Ideally on Zen or somebody, just to kill them immediately before the fight starts. It's such a huge play. The other thing we can do is we could push on the low ground here. Although I'd say this is a bit risky now because I'd expect the enemy team to be around here somewhere because we've just killed them. We didn't kill them clean altogether, so there will be enemy team in there. So if we decide to go this way, we're going to meet resistance. Or we could go this way, and again, we could just sort of wait until they push out and then do whatever. Or we can try and go around underside. But the thing we don't want to do is just sit on the payload. Like, we're not achieving anything on the payload.
Top.
Okay, so they've got Bastion now, it sounds like. They're up top. So all we're thinking here, or what I'm thinking, I want to get on and pulse bomb the Bastion. Because the recent buff to pulse bomb means we will just instantly kill a Bastion. So that is all I'm looking to do. I wouldn't have necessarily used both blinks there, simply because I don't like it when Tracer doesn't have a blink, because I think that really screws you up for any kind of, like, potential to outplay or just get out of something. I know you've got rewind, you could still use that, but I always like to have a blink reserve, so maybe just use one blink there instead of two. It's nitpicky, but having an extra blink could be a lifesaver. So here, oh Lord. So we've just been, right, okay, this is it. This is good. This is the one. So we've just been whip-shotted by Brick. Hold your nerve, pulse bomb the Bastion, because it will kill him. They have nothing that will keep him alive. They don't have a Batiste. Then, rewind. Take a deep breath. Let's go. Yeah. Come on. Now, I was expecting you.
All right, their healers are coming back. I got their Bastion. I need heals.
Go.
I'm down. Down.
Good kill on Bastion. Ooh.
It's still worth it killing the Bastion there.
All right, they're starting
I
to
wish
drop
you
down.
just got
You
out
can
though
take
and
advantage of it. They can't really get back.
Try to get a
anywhere
bit cheeky and
once they
greedy, but...
drop.
Anyway, good.
He tranked.
It's transcendence, man. Trank. She's not a tranquilizer.
Nice ult, Lucio.
That was a good off Lucio.
Oh shit. No.
Right, yeah, and
I
again,
wanted
we're doing
to
the right
raise.
thing because I was getting ready to be like, what? You need to get on the right target
Coming back,
because a
man,
lot of
good,
place
good, good. Come back with
betrayers. We'll just roll with it. They waste time on the wrong targets. This is the right target.
Zen's down.
You got a text, by
Alright,
the
not too
way.
many ults, not
These
too many
guys are.
Yeah, let's not
Zarya
waste them all
behind.
here.
There's rally off her.
Oh, I just got destroyed by that junk. He's
Well,
right
that can
side
happen
half.
sometimes with junk.
He's
Yeah,
one.
so you're picking the right targets. I really like this. But
Careful
the
of that
enemy
signal.
team are throwing the match
I'm
because
gonna
they
die
were
to
not
it.
swapping their supports here. This isn't the play. The enemy need Moira or Batiste. Well, they need both of those
Careful,
heroes
let's just
together.
get this last
Thank
point.
you,
They
thank
definitely
you,
need
thank you.
Moira.
It's literally like just.
McCree's
Brig and
down.
Zen, it's not enough
Yeah,
healing.
McCree's down.
Your comms are great though. It is a little bit like, I don't know, it's not full on
Alright,
like...
be careful,
Oh, he
spread out,
wasted it.
rip
He
fire.
wasted it. No, it's
Yep.
good. It's good. It's good.
Oh,
Hey, you got me. It's fine.
Whatever.
Sure.
McCree sacrificed
Alright,
his
cool.
life.
Just stay on payload.
What's this Brig doing?
Brig is red on it.
We have 2 ults.
Yeah, I have mine as well.
Their Brig is not good. If we can kill the. Oh, Zarya's up top.
Okay, I think Brig is hasn't played the game for a year, and then just come back and like, what's going on with Brig? Blizzard have just destroyed Brig, haven't they? I still don't know. Somebody asked me on Twitter the other day. They were like, "Sty, can you do an overanalyzed on Brig?" And I'm like, I don't actually know like what the point of Brig is. Like, she's the worst support in the game by far now. She doesn't do enough healing really. Effective healing on paper, she can do it, but it's like just take a Batiste or a Brig. Or a Moira or an Anna. I mean, definitely a Moira. But the enemy team, and this is the point I'm really stressing
Zarya's
here,
up top?
the
Alright.
enemy team are not changing their heroes. I mean, they've got a Sigma now, so at least they've got a barrier tank for this phase. You know, like they reluctantly swapped to a Reinhardt, but they're not swapping their support, so you can farm them. Also, we can pulse bomb this guy. Just look for the suck. If he's used the suck,
Ooh, I got 2 on me.
pulse bomb him, because then he's dead. Pulse bomb is
Moving
not some
back.
high value
McCree's
ultimate
up
that we
top.
need to keep. Because think, if we pulse bomb this guy now, we could have been diving onto McCree or something and getting ultimate charge.
Yeah, one or two behind.
I think.
You've just identified the Zen on the high ground. Let's go and get him, but be aware of McCree.
Alright.
Okay, cool. We can just pulse bomb him. Pulse bomb him.
Sigma
Pulse bomb him.
is about to go down.
Pulse bomb somebody. Pulse bomb someone. Pulse bomb someone.
Behind noon.
Why are we not pulse bombing? No, we could have pulse bombed.
I got
Sigma's
2.
down. Brig's on me. She's on the
It's
payload.
still okay though. Yeah,
Junkrat,
Brig
Junkrat,
unlucky.
behind.
Rip Brig,
I need
Brig.
heals. Thank you, Mercy.
I much prefer you
Yeah,
use the
careful
hotkey
behind.
Junkrat
for
still behind.
I need healing, right? So it shows up on in the UI in game.
Junkrat's down.
Instead of
Yeah,
shouting,
McCree,
heal
he's
me,
left
heal
side.
me.
Cree.
Because I don't know who you are. I mean, if I'm playing a game, some guy's going, heal me, heal me, heal me. I'm like, I don't know who you are. Just use the heal command. And then I'll be like, oh yeah, you're low health. I'll heal you. Right?
Oh, I'm dead. I'm done.
I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. It doesn't matter because you've got the res.
Thank you,
But
Mercy.
yeah, so you kind of,
Nice,
you're a
you
little
got
bit,
it?
Zarya 1. Zarya 1.
Sorry, yeah,
Zarya 1.
Zarya's down.
you're a little bit blasé with McCree. You've got to realise McCree, if he flashbangs you, you're dead. That's how you have to think. When you get through the ranks, better McCree will kill you straight away. As soon as they flashbang you, you're dead, right? It's a death sentence. But if you can bait it out of him by flashing towards him and flashing back, hey, that's or even just flashing straight through him or whatever you want to do. Flash, rewind, I don't know. If you just see him use it, and this again goes back to communication. If you see a McCree throw a flashbang, I don't care who you are, just say McCree's used his flash. McCree flash down. Because then your tracer, if you've got one, or even any other DPS, will be like, or you know, your Doomfist will be like, oh well, I'm just gonna kill him. Because he literally can't stop me. I can just kill him now. That's the critical info that I want. I don't want like running commentary on games like, oh yeah, guys, you know, if they get to the payload, make sure you drop down. Obviously they'll drop down. Right. So stuff like that, try and cut it out.
Let's get this Brig.
Here though, yeah, we get the Brig.
She's
and we
down?
just keep going forward, right? We just go forward here. We go forward. Go forward.
by himself.
Go forward. I'm trying not to hit
Make
my
sure we
mic.
stay on the payload. We gotta keep
No,
it moving.
Yeah,
go
yeah,
forward.
yeah.
Go forward. Why are you
Careful
doing
of
this?
that man
I'm
now.
half.
No. Okay. The payload ain't your worry. Your DPS, your tracer. Forget the payload. You should be like round here now. harassing that Sigma, maybe even killing the Sigma, or getting into the back line or getting under hit, just doing something that is annoying to the enemy team. Yes, you might get picked. You know, they might randomly kill you. Zen might fire off a charged up volley and it just blows you away. It's like, oh, well, unlucky. This thing, you know, they'll happen. But staying on the payload, nah, go forward.
67 on pulse bomb.
Yeah, I mean, what I was going to say is, like, it doesn't matter what percentage your pulse bomb is on, but you are doing the right thing. Like telling your team, like, oh yeah, I've got pulse bomb ready, guys. It's like, doesn't really matter. Just use pulse bomb whenever. It's not really a team-based ultimate because we don't have anything to combo it with here. However, it looked like you were going to take the fight in the front line, but then you swung around the back. This point is ideal for Tracer to do this. Now we've got a playground here. All I'm looking to do here is charge.
I'm behind them.
My pulse bomb, and then throw it at them. Watch the McCree, though. Like, we've got to be really careful. This McCree looks straight at us, and we're blinking towards him. This is very iffy, right? If he flashes us, we're dead. There's his flash. Like, we're literally looking straight at him, and he flashes us, and we still didn't use pulse bomb. Now we pulse bomb, rewind.
Oh, I recalled right into it.
No! What? No! How? How did this happen? How did this happen?
Alright.
Okay, so we're going in.
I'm behind them.
We're behind them. We're just in McCree's face. Look at the McCree. McCree's just going to slam us. He's literally chins us. And we throw the pulse bomb. Oh, yeah. I see. We threw the pulse bomb over there. Actually, I don't know.
Oh, I recalled right into it.
Unlucky. Unlucky.
My bad.
Yeah, unlucky. We're still winning the fight, though, so we'll take that. That's unlucky. That's actually unlucky.
I can hide it in a second.
But all of that happened just because McCree flashed you, because you were literally in his face. So McCree's like,
Get it.
Oh,
nice.
we're going to win anyway.
And we get the win.
Game,
there we go.
Yeah, GG's.
I'll take it. All right. You're a good player. You are a good player. There's just some little minor mistakes, but I think you're okay. The big thing, though, and I think this is probably what happened in your next game, is you probably came against like a Moira and like an Anna or something in support, and you just wasn't as effective. You were playing against a team that had no answers to you, and a team that didn't even try and deal with you. Yes, they got the McCree in the end, but you can play around McCree if you're clever. The big play would have been for those to change their supports. Zen and Brig just don't heal enough, so the rest of their team suffered, and they didn't have a barrier tank for most of the match. Again, that's a huge problem. So we beat them with pure team build, right? We just literally beat them. So do remember that sometimes you might have to swap your hero. You won't just be able to play blindly into whatever comp the enemy have got, unless you're playing Doomfist, in which case, do what you like. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Stylos in this Unit Lost. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, remember you can subscribe to the channel, click the bell. You'll be alerted to when videos go live, and send in video clips for consideration to appear on the show. And one final thing, if you guys enjoyed the giveaway I did last week, I am thinking that maybe I can probably get sponsors for OverAnalyzed every week, and we could do some sort of giveaway. But I don't want to do it if it's too much. Like, what did you guys think about the last one? Like, I don't want to just be shoving like sponsorship stuff down everybody's throat. Let me know in the comments below. I'll probably make a comment about that, and you guys can let me know. All right, I'll catch you on the next one. Toodaloo.